What is up, guys? What a video we have lined up for you today. This is Vista Trader, the channel that brings you the new standard of crypto trading. My name's Sebastian and I'll be bringing you in today's video some great content. We predicted that Bitcoin would come back down to these lows here, which it did. It came back down and retested the support before rising back up again and falling into the megaphone pattern. Whether this pattern plays out as we have been planning in the past two videos, it's anybody's guess, really. Potentially we could see another head and shoulders pattern play out. We could see another sort of channel that we start moving up gradually. I've been looking at lots of people's analysis and it's about 70-30, 70% say bullish and 30% are still saying that it's going to be a big sell-off soon. Even though we have found quite a nice support here, looking back at historical data, we could see that the bottom around here fell on the 450-day cycle, and since then we haven't retested another bottom. We haven't seen a lower low. So this could potentially mean that we are heading to the upside now, and once we find a position, our take profit would be around 46k. So over the next few days, hopefully we see some higher highs, but I do think a consolidation is in order now, as the markets have been quite volatile these past weeks. So now that we have that out of the way, let's just jump into the news headlines that I've scooped on, shall we? So as most of you guys have probably heard, the colonial pipelines were hacked into and they were put at ransom. The ransom to be paid was in Bitcoin. Court documents indicated that investigators traced Bitcoin transactions recorded to a digital wallet, which of course anybody can do, which they subsequently seized under a court order, which they can subsequently do. Officials were then able to access the wallet with something called a private key or password. So I presume that they got the key from the court order. They just went to whoever was holding it, whether it was Binance or Coinbase or wherever they were holding it at the time. So you're all probably wondering how the FBI got into this guy's wallet or got into this criminal's wallet, and we'll just go through that now, okay? Until the FBI is more transparent with its methods, it's not possible to know exactly how the federal investigations managed to retrieve the private key in question. DarkSide, the cybercriminal gang who targeted the Colonial, reportedly used a payment server to collect the funds. A centralized platform like this is relatively easy for the FBI to track, and anybody for that matter. Of course, once the FBI did break into the wallet in hand, it's extremely unlikely they broke something called the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm, which is how the digital currency ensures that Bitcoin can only be spent by the rightful owner. This doesn't point to any fundamental flaw in Bitcoin's security, but rather a case of bad IT hygiene for the criminal organization. Take the Mt. Gox exchange that was a leading Bitcoin exchange. It was the first high-profile attack back in 2014. The exchange filed for a bankruptcy and lost 750,000 of its users' Bitcoins, plus 100,000 of its own. The former chairman of the US Commodity Futures Trading Commission thinks the FBI breaking into the crypto wallet of a cybercriminal actually sets a good precedent for the acceptance of cryptocurrency. It does state here, I've never actually seen these numbers myself, but it does only say here that it is estimated that only 1% of crypto is for illicit purposes. So that just about wraps up today's video. We've seen the charts, we've seen a little bit of news, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video. So if you want to stay on top of the news and on top of the charts, then hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and let's start to grow this channel, guys. Catch you in the next video.